Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're just new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today I'm going to be going over the energies for the rest of the month of July. We're going to take a look at the energies that the universe wants us to be aware of, to be open for and cautious of. Please take what resonates, and I hope you enjoy the messages and insight from this reading. I'm starting off with a couple of oracles to get the overall energy for the rest of the month, and then we'll go into details with the tarot. Oh boy, you guys, at the time I'm doing this, we're still in Mercury retrograde, and it's been just throwing all of my energies and feelings off, on top of dealing with other stuff from the real world, quote unquote. But yeah, I've been kind of like reevaluating some energies, dealing with unwanted energies and calls, and just, doing my best to live my life. And I hope you guys are trying to do your best as well. All right, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? Okay, interesting. Now, okay, to start off, I feel like I have gotten this combination before. Hold on. Let me just. So, first card I have is reason. Listen to advice, think clearly, intellect. And then the other card that I have is sacrifice, renunciation, offering, letting go. So, like I said, I feel like I have received these two cards before in the past. And one of the energies that I was picking up was that it was like a reading about how people or certain people expect you to sacrifice your time, your energy, or yourself for certain things that they would not dare to put effort in. And I'm kind of picking up on that same energy again. It feels like this month or for the rest of July, this feels like someone trying to put you in a guilt trip, trying to give you reason why you should give up your vacation time, why you should give up your what's the other one that's called, not vacation time, I guess you could say like your vacation time, your holiday time, that's another word, sure. Anyway, someone wants to try to convince you like you're doing more good if you sacrifice yourself or whatever you're doing for what. Anyway, the other card that I have here is the believe card. Now, this feels extra. Okay, I see what's going on, Spirit. This feels like an extra slap in the face because I feel some people or somebody is going to come to you to say, oh, I got a dream. Oh, I had a vision. Oh, I was visited by my ancestors, or my intuition said for you to take my load, for you to take up on these extra hours, for you to let go of your free time. Like they want to bring in spirituality to justify your get it together. They want to bring up spirituality to justify whatever sacrifices they want you to make. Or I am also kind of getting an energy where for you in the collective, you have sacrificed a lot. If anything, you sacrificed more than enough for whatever cause or pledge or commitment, and you have believed that this was out of like this was not for your gain, this was not for your well-being. You sacrificed for others and not get anything in return. And I believe now you're seeing how, because of these people's actions and behavior, especially their behavior, that you're realizing that I felt like I have sacrificed to the wrong people, or I have sacrificed my time or energy with the wrong person. So take what resonates, but it's a strong energy of just spiritual manipulation. I feel like some I feel like some people are getting kind of up to date or kind of getting into the realm of the esoteric community and the spiritual community, and they're picking up words and linguals, and they're gonna think like, well, if I say that I'm a chosen one, and that as a chosen one I'm choosing you to pick up my slack or to clean up my mess, that's gonna help justify whatever they want to get out of you. But I'm letting you know, collective, that this person is just using the spirituality just to get what they want. And I kind of feel like, okay, so I'm maybe for some of you you're not aware of, but definitely for a while, and specifically the tarot community, that we've been having certain tarot readers that are popular or very well known just all of a sudden denounce tarot and go into religion. And I have no problem with that. Like, if you feel called to be in another aspect of spirituality, go, then by all means go. If you feel more called and centered in Christianity or Islam or Judaism or Buddhism, go right ahead. My issue is talking down and at the spiritual community, and then talking down on the practices that these people do when you yourself was in these practices, and not only that, but also making money off of these practices. A good example is this would be, I guess, Russell Brand. Like, I remember seeing his videos, how he was like really deep into the spirituality, even had like the mala beads and everything. And then the moment some horrible shit about him came out, oh, I'm going to switch to Christianity so they can save my ass. Like, this is kind of like, I guess, the energy that I'm picking up from the collective and what we're witnessing. So it looks like for the rest of July, we're just going to be seeing more people, especially in your, I guess, in your circle or in your environment, just using spirituality as a con or as a scam to get what they want, and then thinking that if they go to religion they're going to be forgiven. But collective, you're not gonna tolerate that. I feel for a lot of you, you're gonna call out a lot of people who are just using spirituality to grift, or if not grift, then they're using spirituality to manipulate others, including you, to doing what they want, or making them look a certain way, trying to change their image or protect their image. All right, pulling out some Panther Oracle. All right, I'm going to leave this in the reverse. All right, Spirit, what else you got for me? Okay. Oh, these cards are a little messy today. I mean, this seems like a messed up energy anyway. Strategy. Let me get one more. I will suck down my water. Let me actually take a sip of water. while I marinate on this, because, yeah, I'm picking up on that grifting kind of energy. So, first card I have is loss, bereavement, sorrow, damage, but it is in the reverse. I feel what's going on here, Spirit. For a good portion of you in the collective, I feel like you're feeling an energy of loss, or I guess FOMO, fear of missing out, or this energy doesn't belong to you though. It's like an energy of someone wanting to make you feel like you have missed out on something because oh, okay. So, Spirit just told me somebody in the collective is, or outside the collective, is telling somebody you're going to miss out going on to heaven if you keep messing with those tarot cards or stuff. Something messed up like that. Or like, oh, you're going to miss out being blessed by Jesus because you're busy dealing with the devil and the tarot, or, you're busy saging, and you're going to miss out on the angels picking you up from the rapture because of the crystals, like, just stuff like that. It's like a manipulation, trying to make you feel that your spirituality is going to make you miss out on the blessings and the holiness that God has to offer. But it's in the reverse, because majority of you in the collective know you're not going to miss out on the blessings and the divine healing and the divine connection of God, and all that is glory and light and good, because you are in that energy already. You're already high vibrational. Just because I'm not reciting the Bible, or I'm not going to church, excuse me, or doing A, B, and C, and D, doesn't mean I'm not connected to God. So I feel like with this lost card here, it's like someone is trying to make you feel like you're missing out, but you've already been in the game for the longest. Maybe for some of you, like, I feel, okay, I see. So Spirit was letting me know that there are certain people watching you, that they see how divinely connected you are to God and to the divine beings. They sense it, they see it, they feel your presence, and they don't understand, because I'm going to church, I go to Sunday school, I help out with the priest or the pastor or whatever A, B, and C, and D I do for the religion, but I don't feel connected. But why does this other person that has crystals and sage and tarot is more connected to God? Like, it feels like someone feels like you should not have a strong connection to God because of whatever practices or whatever path that you are on. But you're not letting that bother you, because you are remaining focused and strengthening the bond between you and God, or between you and your divine team, or whoever that you are connecting to or connected to. And I will say, for the rest of July, continue strengthening those connections with your divine team, with your deities, and with God, and all above, of course, because you have to maintain that high frequency. Now, next card I have is inducement, persuasion, bribe, temptation. Now, collective, you need to be careful, because with this inducement now, I feel this is when the spiritual grifters or the spiritual liars are going to be coming in. And this is where you need to use your discernment strongly for the rest of July, especially that we are in Mercury retrograde, and it's not going to wrap up until like the end of July. But definitely, just like how the religious people see your energy, so do these grifters. They have the energy, but they're not quite working on it the way they should. Instead of, how can I say this, Spirit? Like, they're using their spiritual energy to just generate money. Now, there's nothing wrong with generating money with your spiritual practices. But if you're just only doing your spiritual practices to only generate money, then you're not doing it for a good cause. You're just only doing it for the money. For that, just get a job. When you are in a, for me, it's like if you are going to be in these spiritual practices, especially like in the tarot, especially in the tarot, you are making a commitment to certain energies, especially higher level beings, into your higher self, that you are committed to doing good and spreading good through whatever intuitive energies that come through you. You're not here to just only be a money magnet. You're more than just a money magnet. And I'm not saying that being a money magnet is bad. You want to be a money magnet, especially now. But that's not the only thing you should be focusing on. You have to make sure that whatever talents and energies that you're using them for good. But with this inducement here, I sense that whoever is trying to come to you with whatever pity story, or I do see for some of you, someone might try to get you in some type of program or class. These people are not doing it for the right reasons. They definitely just want the money. Give me a second. I am kind of picking up on a story. Now, for those of you online that kind of like follow certain classes or do go into the class physically, be careful, because I do sense that there is a person of, with some type of illusion that they are a spiritual person. But what they're doing is they're setting up some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a coven, but not quite like a coven. Like they want you to join a group where you think you're kind of like meditating, you're helping others, you're talking about, whatever esoteric knowledge that you want to share. But this person is actually building up like a secret coven and using your guys' energies to manifest or call in something that they shouldn't be calling in. Like they're going to end up tricking a lot of people into summoning an entity that they are unaware of, and now that entity is going to be attached to them. And that's kind of what I'm sensing with this inducement card too. So please be careful who you decide to follow, who you decide to listen to. Like even with me, if you feel a certain way about me and you like don't feel like I'm not giving you the messages, or you feel something off, then by all means you may leave. I don't want to, I don't want to hold you against, like I don't want to hold your energy against you. Like, that's why I always say in my readings, take what resonates. But I will not dare to force anyone to, do as I say, listen to my readings. If not, so and this is going to happen to you. Like, I would not do that. My energy is part of my reason to do this is to share my energies and insight with the collective and what is up and what's going on. And, just abiding by what the skies tell me. And I have no problem with that. But, yes, collective, there's certain people that are trying to use others to summon things that they shouldn't be summoning. And I'm kind of also seeing this now with the reason and the sacrifice. I also feel for some of you, you were in a group where they were trying to coerce. I think it's the word coerce you, or like persuade you into doing some type of ritual or some type of spiritual practice that was not sitting right with you. And you decide to kind of fall back. And it looks like, again, it's kind of like with that FOMO thing, like, oh, don't you want to be like upgraded? Don't you want to elevate your consciousness? And, again, using all types of esoteric spiritual words to try to entice you into coming back. but don't. Next I have is strategy, planning, prediction, mind reading. Yeah, someone's trying to plan on getting you into a group or back into a group. Somebody needs your energy. What if it's to summon an entity or summon money for themselves? Whatever the case is, someone is trying to plan how to get you back into an environment or with people that you don't belong with. Excuse me. Okay. Spirit was telling me like this person is strategizing how to use other people's energies to get what they want. So this could be people posing as spiritual leaders, or this could be actual spiritual leaders. Whoever the case is, you must be careful. And then last I have is robbery, exploitation, inaction, unfairness. Yes, again, be careful. I do see with this robbery more like at the end of the month, someone is going to try to collect some type of payment or some type of energy from whatever group that you may be in or you may be associated with, and they're gonna like run off into the sunset quietly. They think this plan is gonna work out, but excuse me. Like something is almost too good to be true. You know what? Let's just go into more detail with the tarot. Ugh, what a mess, what a mess. Well, yeah, I sense no matter what spiritual grifter or actual spiritual person, someone is trying to prey on your energy. Okay, interesting. Let me get one more. So under loss, I have the Three of Wands along with the Seven of Swords. Someone expects you to come back, or someone expects you to join or rejoin whatever coven or group or lesson or teachings, exercises, some type of day class, maybe some type of retreat. Someone is expecting you to come to this energy or to come to this environment so that they can plan whatever sneak attack or ritual or draining of of other people's energies and wallets. Give me a minute. I'm just getting this energy that someone is also expecting you to help them get away with whatever they're trying to obtain or summon, but you're not interested. You're like the missing piece to their equation or to their plan. Like they need you for a specific part of a plan, and you're just like not biting it. Either your intuition is telling you something, or there has been certain energies that have been interfering from you being with this person or going into this group or into this class or retreat. Like if you find yourself that you have been trying to get to a certain place and there's always some type of blockage, that's the universe letting you know, don't go here. This is not good energy for you. So I would take that into consideration. Under inducement, I have the Eight of Cups. Whatever drama or issue that this person has gotten themselves into and think that you can save them, you're walking away. You what's the word I'm looking for? It was another saying, but basically it's like, well, you dug your own grave, so lay in it. Like you cannot save this person. They're too deep in in the grave. All you can do is just walk away. They gotta serve whatever karma. I mean, they have to receive whatever karma that they have put out in the universe. Also, spirit is letting you know, like going back to what I was saying, like if there has been certain plans of joining like a certain group or retreat that has to deal with spirituality, of the healing of the mind or soul or detox, whatever it is, just remain being away from it. If you feel though you need to take some type of class or take some type of retreat, then your team will align you to the right places or people that will help you with that. But like I said, it's kind of like not every church has God in it, or like not every church is a house of God. The same way as in like not every spiritual teacher is, a guru or a yogi or or like a professional practitioner. Again, there's some people that are using these things to be deceitful or to call things that they shouldn't be calling. Excuse me. Next, with strategy, I have judgment. This is God gonna get on this person's ass, and I feel like Spirit is planning their downfall, like down to like the last nitty gritty detail, because Spirit sees that not only this person is targeting you to do something malicious or to be a part of something malicious, but they're also targeting innocent people, and they're using energies that, one, either they don't understand, or two, they do understand and shouldn't be using these energies. So I feel like with this judgment card here, especially towards the end of the month, Spirit is going to have a great lesson to serve to this person. And I feel you're going to be one of the front row people to watch what goes down. And then last, under robbery, we have the Three of Swords. This is definitely not your energy. This is the energy that the person is going to be feeling, or the multiple people are going to be feeling at the end of the month. Because what's going to happen is, and I feel like this could also stretch into August, how a lot of these spiritual people are just going to be exposed, or how their what's like their classes or whatever retreats, whatever that they're doing, is going to be exposed. They're going to be seen as frauds, spiritual frauds, spiritual con artists, grifters. I feel for some of you, you're going to be heartbroken. Maybe you're going to see someone that you've been listening to or you have gone to for a while, and trusted their intuition, and you're going to realize that it was all a lie, or they were just scamming, and you're going to be heartbroken. But we're in these times that Spirit needs to reveal these type of energies so that you no longer give your energy, your time, your money to these people that prey upon those that are trying to seek some type of spiritual comfort or alleviate or expand their knowledge. I just feel like to anyone like in the spiritual community, if you go and you like pressuring someone to either do a class or to do a certain spell work or to join a certain ritual or a group, you are a spiritual fraud. If you know somebody is not comfortable with what you're doing, you should not be forcing anybody to do whatever you want. That is not of light. That is not of grace. That is not of God. You know, you have to remember people have free will. And if you are interfering with the free will of these people and deceiving them and conning them, of course, there is going to be a spiritual punishment. And it's going to be extra heavy on you because as a spiritual person, you should know better. You were given these divine gifts, all these spiritual energies to help, not to hinder or to punish or to scam or to summon things that you shouldn't be summoning. And if you're going to summon something, summon it yourself. That's for you to learn and to find out. Don't bring others into whatever situation you're currently in. You know, you got to be mindful of whatever these energies that you are spreading. Like for me, like I haven't been on for like a minute because my energies are all kind of all whacked up and all of that. Do I want to get my whacked up energies and readings and give my energies that I'm unsure about to other people? No, that seems unfair to myself and to them. But that's just me. Anything else the collective needs to know? But yeah, collective, I know you might be heartbroken that this person has lied or has been deceitful, but you're being let go and set free. I like that. As soon as I said that, I got the 10 of Cups. Whatever spiritual advisory, advice, or connection or group that you're trying to find or search for or be a part of, it will happen. But don't feel that you need to be pressured to do certain things or hang out with certain people. If your energy does not feel right with certain groups, don't be in them. If they catch an attitude or again try to make you feel bad or try to make you feel like you're missing out, then miss out. You're going to miss out on the heartbreak and the judgment that these people are going to be receiving. So I'm going to say, go ahead and miss out because miss out on the mess. Let's just say that. Let's wrap up this reading with some final messages from the Clo. And let's see what the Clo has to say about this. All right. First card I have is the Sand. What immediately came to me first was quicksand for some reason. So definitely it feels like some type of trapping energy within the month of July. Avoid the quicksand. How can you do that? Make sure you're paying attention to your environment. I'm not saying you got to pay attention to see if you physically see quicksand. Well, if some of you are traveling and you're going to be going into certain environments that does have quicksand, like actual quicksand, of course, be, aware of that. But I'm saying like as in not like an allegory, but basically like pay attention to your surroundings. Make sure that you're not stepping into something that is going to get you trapped, especially if it's a trap caused by these spiritual fraud people. But yeah, I'm just like getting real. I don't know why. I'm thinking the 90s and quicksand and just how, I don't know, we all thought quicksand was going to be like an issue with, being an adult. No, not really. I mean, probably some of us wish quicksand was like an issue now rather than bills and, chaos. But yes, avoid these. I feel like it's also, okay, I see spirit. Spirit's letting me know with this sand card here that there are people putting certain traps around you. So throughout the month, be careful who you're interacting with and where you're going, because I feel someone is going to try to put a trap based on trying to play with your emotions. Again, going back to like the reason and the sacrifice energy, that they're going to try to get you to be on their side for you to do whatever they want you to do for them. And then last, I have the flower. Now, come on. Is it blurry? There we go. So with the flower, I actually like that this card is here because it just shows how your energy is blooming, especially with your spiritual practices, or maybe your divine connections between your divine team or your ancestors or your deities or deity and God. I feel your spiritual energy is going to continue to bloom through the rest of the summer, or for some of you in the other hemisphere, throughout the winter. And again, it's going to attract, many people from the religious and from the spiritual groups. So you have to be careful who you let around, because either somebody is going to try to make you feel like you're going to go to hell, or the other issue is someone's going to try to use your energy to either summon entities or to steal other people's money. So make sure that you are avoiding that type of drama, that type of conflict, because you are not a spiritual fraud. You are the real deal. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insight and messages. I would truly appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my messages. I hope my readings are giving you the insight and energies that you need on whatever situations you're dealing with. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. So my collective, please be careful for the rest of July, because there's a lot of spiritual traps, a lot of spiritual grifters, and people just wanting to make you feel like you are the worst. But you are an extremely powerful person, and Spirit needs you to remain in your power, in your light, in your grace, and in your authenticity. Do not allow others to trick you, to shun you, or to make you feel like that you are less. You are a powerful, divine light being. With that said, stay safe and have a good day.